I will answer.
It's a yes or no question.
If you would,
Do you think
cutting me
gay
off.
people and
Yes.
trans people
They
are the same
yes.
thing?
Yes, they are homosexuals. Yes.
All right, welcome back to the party, everybody. Coming from my bedroom today. So I don't have a reaction for you. I just have a live stream clip, but I just wanted to tee it up. So we were talking on last night's stream about how wokeness is in its death throes. I think it is. Definitely go check out the stream if you haven't seen it. But our good friend Saint Michael of Cigarillo was in the chat, and it was kind of pulling the conversation in different directions. And it was kind of getting annoying because I didn't really see where it was going. So we pulled him up, and that's where the conversation is going. And it starts off with a question of me talking about the difference between trans activists and regular trans or gay people. And I just want you guys to understand, because often, if you're not familiar with the channel, then the way that I speak about these things is I'm very, very, very much against the push of all this LGBT stuff, but I like to separate those who are pushing the ideology on people who don't want it, and the people who just happen to be gay and happen to be straight. So that I just wanted to clear that up before we go in. And then, yeah, he came up with his voice changer thing, and I tried to have a conversation with him, but he clearly wasn't getting to the conversation. So I tried to switch to, okay, what is your solution to whatever problem you think this is? And then, of course, he drops the F slur. So obviously, we're not going to play that game. And, just because we hate the ideology doesn't mean we hate the people. So enjoy.
Welcome, Saint Michael of Cigarillo, to the channel. What is good? What is good?
Well, I don't plan on fucking your shit up, but I guess I may say things that are not.
Well, no,
YouTube
usually we ask
appropriate,
for
I
people to
suppose.
cam up, because it could be very easy to, just flash some BS that would get my channel taken down. But I trust that you won't do that.
No.
So,
All right, let me ask you this. Hold on, real fast. Let me ask you this. Okay, so you're putting me in the position where I have to prove something. Okay, how about
you put yourself in that position?
How about you prove it? Can you prove
well,
that
you're
the
the one who made
majority
the
of
claim.
them are not?
No. That's not how it
Why
works.
are you automatically defending them? Is my point.
Because I know a bunch of gay people, and they're not part of any.
You're literally watching a Tim Pool video about homosexuals pushing degeneracy on small children.
We're talking about trans activists pushing.
So do
you understand the difference between
what I said previously?
Hold on. Dude, you cannot talk over me. Do you understand the difference? When I'm for the purposes of this conversation, do you understand what I'm saying when I say a trans activist versus a trans person or a gay person?
Okay, so
that's a question. That's a question.
So I'm conflating homosexuality.
Hold on. If you're gonna come up on my channel, you're going to speak the way that I want you to speak. If I ask you a question, please do me the favor of answering it, because when you ask me questions, I answer them.
Oh my God.
Go ahead.
Ridiculous. Okay,
it is ridiculous. That's
so
why I brought
I'm
you up
conflating. Here. So you think I'm conflating homosexuality with pedophilia?
No. I asked you a question. Do you remember what that question was? I can ask it again.
Well, no matter what I say, I'm conflating.
Do you remember the question?
Pedophilia.
Bro, I'm trying. I brought you up here. I'm trying to have a conversation. Stop trying to win an argument and just have a conversation with me. The question was, do you understand what I mean when I say that, when I talk about the difference between trans activists and a trans person or a gay person?
So you're suggesting
it's a yes or no question.
Okay,
you go ahead. You go ahead, and then I'll just ask you when you're done.
Is that there is a level of normalcy here, and then there's a level of extremism. That's what you're suggesting when you say that, right?
So do you understand the difference, what I mean, when I say a trans activist versus a trans person or a gay person?
That's what you're saying. Yes. I mean, is that not what you're saying? When
that
you're
is
saying
what I'm saying. I'm asking you to understand what I mean by that differentiation.
You are saying that a trans or gay person is a normal person, whereas a trans activist is an extremist. That's what you're saying, right?
Sure. Let's go with that. Fine.
I mean, that is it, right?
Okay, sure. Yeah.
And by me saying that there's really not much of a difference, then you're saying that I'm conflating homosexuality with these behaviors, with pedophilia, with child education, with grooming, with indoctrination, things like that, right?
Yeah. If you think it's
Okay.
all, if you think it's all people who aren't straight and
Well, not all, obviously. Just like you
okay,
could
so then
say
how
the
do you?
not all
So
with
okay,
plenty of
so
other groups and different topics.
okay, so let's go
You can
back to what
always
you
use
said
the
then.
not all, right?
Sure. Okay. So then there's exceptions, but would you say it's the majority?
Yes.
So
Sure
you're
would.
saying the majority of people, where is it?
Who
The
identify with the rainbow ideology? Yes.
so and you said they are they don't indoctrinate, they or they don't procreate, they indoctrinate. That's
Yes.
how they okay. So you said the long-term survival of a group that does not procreate. How else, if not indoctrination, do you think they plan on doing it?
Yes.
So
You want to answer
define
the
what you
question?
mean. Define what you mean by doing it. What is it?
Survival of the species, survival of the group, just like I said in the question. Can you answer the
Okay.
question? How else, by if not indoctrination, do you think they plan on sustaining their group?
I don't think that they think of themselves as a group in the same way that the activists think of themselves as a group.
Man,
In the same way that I am an atheist and I don't
right.
build my entire identity around being an atheist, these people, the people that I know,
I'll tell
are
you this
gay, and it's
much.
just part of their personality. It's not who they are.
When you go in these atheist circles, you do find a whole lot of homosexuality. You find a whole
Mhm.
lot of defending homosexuality. That's like it's a given.
And
It
you would be
really is a given when you
probably a lot
talk
more than you
with
would be used to, right?
atheists. A lot more than I'm used to. Well,
Yeah. Or are
you're
you in those atheist circles?
let's just say this. I'm gonna speak in some terminology here that is more your lingo here, I suppose. Morality is subjective.
Okay.
Would you agree with that?
Yes.
There you go. There you go.
There. What go? What? I know you think you did a thing, but what is the?
I did
what
do
is-
a thing,
Okay.
absolutely.
Well, I'm
I
too
don't.
dumb then.
It's
I'm
not
too
my
dumb.
fault you
Explain
didn't
to me.
pick up on
Explain
it.
to me the dunk you just got on me for agreeing that morality is subjective.
Well, there's some typical atheist stuff here. It's a
Okay.
way
What does
of
that have to do with gay people and having them
explaining
all having
away
an agenda, or
things.
not
It's a way
all,
of
but most?
justifying things. It's a way of normalizing things. It's subjective. Morality is subjective. This
Okay.
is where you get
Okay.
into this denial of religion, and it really goes into more of a
Let's
being
stay on
able to
topic. Let's
justify
stay on topic.
depravity.
Let's stay
Really
on topic.
simply.
You were making the claim that most, not all, there are exceptions, but most people who are the rainbow people,
Yes.
LGBTQ, whatever, most of them are trying to do a thing. And you said that thing is to procreate and keep themselves going. My response to that is I don't believe that the people who are of that persuasion, the quote unquote normal ones, the ones that are not the activists, the ones that are not, in your face about it, the ones that
Okay.
were like the ones that we saw on TikTok, I don't think that they care very much about their legacy in the same way that a lot of people do. I've
Okay.
never heard
you're
I've never heard
suggesting
anybody
then.
care about that.
So you're suggesting then that you believe that the majority of homosexuals are okay with the possibility of homosexuality dying off, like it no longer being a thing. That they're
Yes.
okay with that.
Yes.
You
Because
honestly
if
believe
they,
that?
well, what other option would there be? If you are gay and you cannot procreate without going against your sexual orientation, then you're probably not going to procreate. So that's probably not on your list of shit to do. It's probably just get a job, find somebody you love, maybe adopt a kid, live your life, be happy, and then die.
Well, now you're
As
talking about
you
everyday
said,
things
as
as
you
opposed to
said,
a
there's so much
long-term plan
atheism
here.
in this space. Most of these people aren't even going to think about an afterlife.
I find it hard to believe that you honestly believe that the majority
think
of
I'm
gay
lying?
people are okay with the possibility of homosexuality no longer existing on planet Earth.
What is the other option? So that's what I'm asking about.
Well, how
That-
else does a group that does not procreate sustain their group? I mean, it's really that simple. I mean, you're watching a Tim Pool video about it. You don't want to admit it, but that's what the video is about. That's what the
videos about
target
people
thing's
waking
about.
up to all of the shit that we've been talking about for years.
Is about homosexuality being further pushed into our mainstream society as normal. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
that's
not
what the
because
pushback
of their
is.
sexual orientation.
Is that or is that not what the pushback is
No,
all about?
no. It's not
You don't
because of
believe
their
that?
sexual orientation. It's because of their influence on children, on society, on language, etc. It's not about who they're fucking and whether they're going to procreate at all.
So you think if they were only talking about heterosexual stuff in schools, that they would have the same kind of pushback?
I mean, if it got this far, if we were having stripper story
no.
time, then I think a lot of Christian parents would not. Be
Well,
very
you
happy
wouldn't have
with-
stripper story time if they were only
You
talking
just
about
asked that.
heterosexuality.
You just
wouldn't you?
asked if it was only straight.
Well, I'm just saying.
I don't have a problem with a gay person.
Well, you have
who
to
is-
use
I
an
don't have a-
extreme example here now.
But that
Now,
is
if-
precisely the fucking point, dude. That
No,
this
no,
is all
yeah,
extreme.
that is my point. That is right, because homosexuals are pushing their extreme behavior. That is right.
And
That
that
is
is
right.
why at the beginning of this, I specifically asked you if you understand what I mean when I say the difference between these activists
Right.
and the people.
I'm conflating is
And-
what you're saying.
okay,
I'm
so-
conflating, which is what I said in the chat. You know, how long do we have to wait before that kind of response gets laughed at, just straight up laughed at? Because it deserves to be laughed at, honestly. I mean, look at how far things are going. Look how fast it's going. Like
Okay, so what's your
that
solution?
response deserves
So
to be.
what's your solution then?
What's my solution is to be honest about it.
Okay.
To be honest
then,
about it.
So you be honest, and then all the gays die.
What?
Oh, it has to be genocide, right? So I'm a Nazi. Now, right?
I'm being facetious because that's not an answer. I'm
I'm the
asking, what
Nazi.
is your solution? You're
Oh,
saying that the
man.
gays are coming for your kids.
Well, here
Okay,
you go.
I'm
Let me
asking,
ask
what is
you
your
this.
solution? And you
You
think
said-
telling the truth is just going to magically make all the
Well,
whatever
I
gay
think
shit
we
you
stopped
think is
running
going on?
damage. I
Bro,
think
you
we
can't-
stopped running damage control for the homosexual community, for starters. How about we stop doing that?
Why?
How about we stop
Why?
tiptoeing
Why?
around
Why?
what they're doing
Why?
and the
Why?
things that they do?
Why?
Why?
Why do we care about whether gay people want to fuck other dudes? Why do you care?
Well, do you care about the spread of disease in
Sure.
the community?
Yeah.
Well, you do know that homosexuals spread disease at a far higher rate.
So
You're aware of
do
this,
heroin
right?
addicts.
So do heroin addicts. Now, what kind of diseases do they spread?
Hepatitis, the same shit. Hepatitis, AIDS, HIV.
Well, here you go. Let me ask you this one about needle sharing then. If two straight
No.
men
Hold on.
only
We're not
share
gonna,
needles with
hold
each
on.
other,
Hold on. We're not
they
going to
gonna catch
blaze
HIV?
past that.
No.
Your entire argument just fell apart. Your
No, it
entire argument
didn't.
just fell apart. Do
No,
I
it
care about
didn't.
diseases? Yes.
you're
So
trying to
therefore,
straw man me is what's going on.
you asked me a question. Do I care about diseases, infections, and shit? I said yes. And you said gay people are doing this, that, and whatever. And I said, so are heroin addicts. What does that mean? What should we do this? So should we then be, speaking about how awful the people who are heroin
Well,
addicts
here you
are
go.
and not about addiction?
Here you go. If the homosexuality wasn't there, then the heroin addicts wouldn't be spreading the diseases at as high of a rate
I'm sorry.
because they're contracting them from the
I'm sorry, can you- well,
homosexuals
hold
and the
on.
needle sharing.
I missed that. Can you say it one more time, please?
If there was less homosexuality involved in the heroin needle sharing, then the heroin needle sharers would be spreading less disease.
Okay, so now all the people who are gay and the activists and people who use heroin you're now conflating all of them in one group?
Well, you brought up needle sharing. All I'm
Yes,
doing
because
is
it
being
is a
more
perfect
specific
example
in
of something that is
regards
not
to,
in the group.
disease being spread in needle sharing.
What? I
I
don't
don't know,
understand how
man.
that's relevant to what we're talking about.
Apparently, the damage control for the homosexuality community is too great in you. I mean, I'm conflating again. I'm conflating.
I know you are.
In
That
your
was
eyes,
that was the question. Are you
I will
conflating now
always
not just
be
gay people, but
conflating.
trans activists?
And as I said
and people who use
previously in
needles.
chat,
They're all people who
how
are trying to-
extreme does this kind of stuff have to go on in our society before that response gets laughed at? Because it deserves to be laughed at. I mean, look at what you're
Then laugh
watching
away,
right
brother.
here with
Laugh
this Tim
away.
Pool, the
Laugh
Target
away.
stuff. It's homosexuality being pushed on your children. Is it any other kind of sexual lifestyle being pushed on them?
Yes.
Is it? What is it? What?
It's changing your gender, which is not the same
heterosexuality?
thing as sexual orientation.
Hetero,
If you want
a
to
gender
if
and
you want to
sexual
shoot this, if
identity
you want to
is
shoot this
different?
shit down, you have to understand it. Do you understand
Okay,
the difference between
so-
being gay and being trans?
Is a gender a social construct?
Do you
I mean, that's what
understand?
you're going.
Do you understand the difference between being gay and being trans?
They're both homosexuals.
So that's a no.
They're both homosexual. Well, here you go. Up until recently, I don't know
If
that
you
the
would just
CDC
answer, then I wouldn't have to fucking guess.
I will answer.
It's a yes or no
when-
question.
If you would,
Do
cut-
you
if you
think
quit cutting me
gay
off.
people and
Yes.
trans people
They
are
are,
the same
yes.
thing?
Yes, they are homosexuals. Yes. The CDC was classifying them
Okay.
as such
So you're telling
up
me.
until very
I just wanna
recently.
make
I
sure-
don't
okay,
even
I
know
just
that
wanna
they've
make sure I'm
changed
clear
things, as
on
a
this.
matter of fact.
I just want to make sure I'm clear on this. So you
Yes.
think a guy who was biologically a male,
Yes.
born with a dick,
Mhm.
he transitions and tries to be a woman, but he still likes women.
Dylan Mulvaney. Right.
Perfect example. So you are either saying that you accept that Dylan Mulvaney is a woman
No,
for it to
no,
be
no,
homosexuality,
no. What you're
or
saying is
they're
Dylan
not
Mulvaney
a woman
is straight.
and it's straight.
Is Dylan Mulvaney straight or gay?
I think Dylan Mulvaney is a man, therefore he would be straight in my eyes. He's telling the world that he's telling the world that
Oh
he
my
is,
God! You just said Dylan Mulvaney is straight, dude.
Man, no,
I can't believe
I,
this shit. dude.
I missed that. I
Oh
believe
my
he is a
God.
man, so if he's interested in other men, I would say he is gay. But if you are to accept
Oh,
if you are to accept that he is a woman and he's into men, then that would be heterosexual.
let me
So
ask you this
either-
one.
So either you either accept that that a man
Oh
can
my
transform into a
God.
female, or that gay and trans are different things. Those are
Hmm.
mutually exclusive ideas.
It's all bigotry, dude. It's all.
All right, come on. I tried. I tried, bro. You can't be saying that shit. I specifically warned you. You cannot be saying that shit. This is the other side of it, guys. This is the other side of it. If you think that what we just saw is going to help anyone, I agree. We agree. St. Michael and I agree. You are weak as fuck. If you think that is going to change minds, if you think that is going to improve society, if you think that is going to get people of your line of thinking, then oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait to like clip this up and repost it. And everybody's like, oh my God, what a loser. Oh, it's already going to Rumble. Oh man. If you think that that is how you're going to convince people of your way of thinking, you are in for a long, long, long life of disappointment and loneliness. I tried. You're talking over me. You were being rude. You were trying to, get your little digs in. And still, what do I always say, guys? Stop trying to. Oh, trust me, I will. I don't think it's going to work out for you, but stop trying to win arguments and just have a conversation